Hello everyone. In this video, I'll be comparing the Greek civilization and the Roman civilization through analysis of the historical accuracy of a video game. And if that does not tell you what kind of person I am, nothing will. Let's get right to it. Let's start off with the Roman civilization, whose civ bonus is 25% additional production power towards buildings already built in the capital. Already good accuracy, as this encourages a strong, sprawling empire similar to the actual territory of the Roman Empire. Their main unique unit is the Legion, which can build roads and forts. Not only is this historically accurate as well, you need to understand why this is such a big deal from a gameplay perspective. One of the units you produce in Civ 5 is the Worker. Worker time is in heavy demand as you need them to improve resources and terrain. This normally includes building roads as well. You can see the option right there above the card. However, legions become available around the time roads are required to connect a burgeoning empire, freeing up worker time to create steel and improve gold production. Not only are legions accurate, they free up worker time to increase industry. It's just another layer of accuracy, given how technologically advanced the Romans were. Unfortunately, Civ 5 does not have an accurate animation of the famous testado, or tortoise formation. Legions would use their discipline and broad shields to almost completely cover themselves from missile attacks, arrows, stones from catapults, and the like. Hilariously, Romans default to having a Christian religion. While it is true that Christianity originated in this time period, the earlier Romans had a tendency to think that Christianity was a cult, and to blame Christians if anything went south. Hardly a preferred religion, if I'm being honest. Let's move to the Greeks, whose civ bonus is the Hellenic League, which causes AI-controlled city-states to have your influence them recover quicker and decay slower. This makes a ton of historical sense, as Greece was less of an empire and more of a collection of city-states working with and around each other, at least up until Alexander the Great arrived. Again, you need to understand the gameplay impact this has. Greeks have a tendency to spawn near a coastline, which gives them immediate naval access. Ships generally move faster than land units, and the first person to make contact with the city-state generally gains the most influence with them. City-states will also just randomly give you free stuff once you're allied, like military units or luxury resources to increase empire happiness. It is very weird and makes no economic sense, but it does mean that Greeks are pushed to develop naval technology as soon as possible. Again, which is very historically accurate. And you can just see, I've made a beeline to optics. Even the Greeks' unique unit makes sense. Hoplites replace standard spearmen, but they're mostly unimpressive. They've just got slightly more strength in battles. The true stars of the show are the companion cavalry they can produce. Not only do they get a bonus to strength similar to the hoplites, they've also got an additional movement speed. This fits very well with how they were historically used by Alexander. He'd wait for his hoplite phalanxes to engage the enemies, wait a little, and then flank with devastating speed. They're called companion cavalry because they accompanied Alexander in these maneuvers. Again, where Civ 5 falls flat is the default religion. It's still Christianity, despite Christianity not being anywhere close to existing at this time. This might be due to game structure. The game calls what you get before a religion a pantheon. There's seriously not a Hellenism option up there. I think it's ridiculously and hilariously inaccurate for how in-depth the game is otherwise. All in all, Civ 5 is a fairly historically accurate game if you discount the default religions. There's quite a few subtle influences that lead you to play various civilizations the way their actual history dictates, and there's even an in-game encyclopedia with a ton of actual history on the subjects being discussed. Like and subscribe or something, I